Supper Sandwich is coming in with an awesome question.
And it is an RTX 3070 and a Ryzen 3700X with a PCI Gen 4 motherboard and SN850 M.2 enough for gaming for the next 2 years? I can actually buy this build right now.
Well, to the surprise of at least a few of you, if you can buy that for anything approaching normal retail prices, that's a deal. And I think you should do that. And yes, a RTX 3070 and a Ryzen 7 3700X will be awesome for gaming for the next 2 years and possibly longer, depending upon your game choice, depending upon your resolution, and depending upon your flexibility to run DLSS, small render resolution adjustments, and 80% render resolution does wonders to smooth out games, as we've seen on several different titles.
Yes.
And just obviously what you consider to be an acceptable frame rate. Are you a 60 frame per second player, 144? That's going to obviously vary that. Now, to those of you who have watched us for a while, you might be surprised to hear me get excited about an RTX 3070, because we might have done a couple of these saying, don't buy the RTX 3070, it's stupid and dumb and nobody should buy it, you should buy the 3080. Well, everything I said before was true from a certain point of view. Cue the Obi-Wan Kenobi music. When we made the first Byte Size Tech of don't buy the RTX 3070, it's dumb and stupid and is priced wrong, and you should all spend the extra $200 to buy an RTX 3080.
Correct.
Those were made before the cards launched. They were made before we saw the street price. They were made before they were completely out of stock everywhere.
Correct.
They were made before the cards were physically touched and tested and handled. Based on the information available at the time, everything I said is correct. Based on what I know today, it doesn't matter. Because they're all completely out of stock. It have been. They went out of stock instantly when they launched, and every time they restock, they sell out literally in seconds. They are very, very hard to find. And so at this point, if you come to me saying, which 30 series should I buy? Whichever one you can find for retail price.
Yes.
Yes. 3060 Ti for, well, the aftermarket cards are going to be like $450-ish. I'm fine with that. The RTX 3070, well, the Founders card is $499, but most of the cards are really $550 to $600, like the custom cooler cards. Sure, great. I 100% endorse that plan. 3080 between $750 and $850, great. Well, which one's the best? Whichever one you can actually get. At this point, the stock is so bad, and it's expected to remain bad. In fact, we did a different video talking about this. This might be wishful thinking on my part. I'm hoping in the next 2 months, by February or March, the supply will be fixed, and you'll be able to just go right on to Newegg and just buy a 3060, 3070, 3080, whenever you want, shipped to your home. My lovely wife, Rogue, here has a different point of view. When do you think the supply stock will be fixed?
Anywhere from 6 to 12 months. It depends on Intel. If Intel can come through with its new graphics cards and have a lot of supply, then that will change things. But if they can't, then...
See, I don't like that answer, and so I don't want to believe it, because 6 to 12 months is depressing. And if these things are out of stock for the next 6+ months, that's not good for the PC market. That's not good for the gaming industry, and that's very frustrating. So the specific question here, first of all, an RTX 3070 and a Ryzen 7 3700X is a great combo. It's a nice, it's good Zen 2 8 cores. It's a good new premium graphics card, 2080 Ti level performance. I endorse that with 2 big, huge thumbs up. Not ideal for 4K, mind you, but I mean, if you're at 1440p, which is really what that combo is meant for, and of course, his SN850, that's a Western Digital Gen 4 drive. Yep. Holy smokes, I mean, that's going to be, make sure you have at least 32 gigs of RAM. But yeah, if he's got like a 1440p, 144 hertz monitor, if he can buy that build today for normal pricing, I'm 120% behind it because of the situation.
Exactly.
Now, in whatever his build is, just to be clear from my previous points, let's say for the sake of discussion that's a $1,500 build. We don't know the details, but let's say with case and power supply and RAM, it's a $1,500 build.
Right.
And whoever's building that for him, maybe he's in a different country, maybe he's got a local computer shop. We don't know.
We don't know.
If he had the option to pay $200 more, if it's $1,500 for the RTX 3070 build and $1,700
For the 3080.
for the 3080,
Go the 3080.
he would be out of his mind not to buy a 3080. So what I said a couple months ago on the Byte Size Tech saying don't buy 3070, I still stand behind that. If they're available at retail, normal launch prices. If they're not, then all bets are off and the conversation is pointless. So, because if you're doing a whole build like he is,
Correct.
my point actually takes on even more truth. $1,500 for the complete system for a 3070 versus $1,700 for the complete system for a 3080. There is no world in which that $200 is not a million times worth paying, because that $200 gets you more VRAM, faster VRAM. It doesn't make as much of a difference in the games that are typically tested today, because the games we test today, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Watch Dogs Legion, these are today's and yesterday's games. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, these are all 2-year-old games.
Correct.
If he wants this for the next 2 years, new and upcoming games will want more bandwidth.
Correct.
They'll want more cores. They'll want more stuff. And so that $200 is a no-brainer. But who cares if it's not in stock?
Correct.
That's like saying, should you buy this awesome thing that's not available? Why are we even do you have anything to add to this?
No. You nailed it.
Buy what's in stock.